Hi, this is Alex Helmbrecht, the Sports Information Director at Chadron State College, and I'm sitting here this morning with Chadron State head football coach Jay Long. The Eagles had a successful game against Black Hills State in the two long-standing teams' rivalry game on Saturday that had been renewed. Black Hills State is in its first year of Rocky Mountain Athletic Contest action and actually competing in its second year of Division II. They're in the process, and the Eagles took full advantage of it, earning a 62-14 victory over the visiting Yellow Jackets. Chadron State basically, well, they did lead the entire game, but received a special performance from quarterback John McClain. He started the game off 21 for 21 for 299 yards and 3 touchdowns, and that was just in the first half. He finished throwing for 394 yards and 4 touchdowns, but really helped the Eagles build an early lead in the first half. Chadron State led 35-14 heading into the locker room, and then outscored Black Hills State by 27 in the second half to earn the 62-14 win to improve to 5-2. More importantly, improve to 4-1 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Coach, your thoughts on the game? It was a fun game for fans to watch. As Chadron State, really a powerful offensive performance, but I'm sure that there was plenty of other things that you saw that a normal fan didn't.
I would say, guys, that when we talked about, focus on effort, extreme effort on Sunday after we watched the film, I was really proud of Alan Schmaltz. Alan Schmaltz came in as I guess he's been Travis Reeves' backup for the season, and for him to come in this game and have 2 touchdowns, 2 huge plays to start off the game, and did a great job blocking, and I was extremely impressed with him. The other person that I would say on defense side of the ball would be Treeland Taylor. I mean, he did just he's always all over the place. He got hit extremely hard on one of our punt returns, and he caught that ball, and then he got hit, and the ball bounced out, and it was an illegal play by Black Hills, but he still got up and got back on the fumble, and that shows you what type of football player he is. He's the guy that's always headsy and always is around the ball. And then also, you just can't say enough about John. I mean, 21 for 21 in the first half was just amazing, and we gave John a little free reign. A little bit more free reign this game in regards to being able to check to the deep ball, and anytime the DBs were inside a certain range, we allowed him to check to a deep ball, and he did, and he took advantage of it, and he put the ball right on the spot. Yeah, for
the entire first half, actually, in the press box, it was like watching a no-hitter. When you're in the dugout, you don't say anything to that pitcher. And games like that are very rare in football, and so no one was really talking about it. Justin Haig and I were doing the stats, and we would just point at the number. We didn't say what the completions were in a row or anything like that. And then as I was walking to deliver stats to the coaches, someone asked me how many completions had John had. I said he's 21 for 21, and I knew right there that I jinxed him. And John's first pass in the third quarter was actually a throwaway. He was trying to avoid a sack, and so the streak ended there. But he did end up setting a school record by completing 21 straight. Another school record that was set, mentioned by Coach, Treeland Taylor returned a punt 86 yards for a touchdown in the fourth quarter, about 8 minutes to play. It really broke the game open, and it was one of those punt returns where he made a couple guys miss, but then, to Treeland's credit, just outran everyone on the field.
Yeah, when you look at it, number 33 for Black Hills, he had been in on almost every punt return, and we just kept saying, if we get that guy, we're okay. And we got a hand on him, and Treeland also put a little move on him, and then right then we were put into Black Hills State shield, which is all 3 O-linemen, and we'll take that matchup any day with Treeland, and Treeland ran by them and scored, and it was exciting. And then dang near the next play, the next punt return, Michael Matkins took it, I don't know how many yards, but it was real close to going to a touchdown also.
Yeah, Michael Matkins, I believe, returned it at least 40. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it was another nice return and got caught, I believe, by the punter. Yeah. As Coach mentioned, though, another strong performance by the defense. Black Hills State entered the game with a pretty explosive offense. The quarterback, for those fans who were there, Ward Anderson, was very good. Completed 22 of 39 passes. He was intercepted twice, by Bryce Hibner and Connor Casey, two DBs who are really having special seasons. But the Eagles defense limited the Yellow Jackets to just 283 yards on 72 plays, and really made the plays when you needed them to.
Yeah, I was extremely happy with the way our defense played them. In the second half, we came out and definitely dictated the tempo of it. And when you look at that quarterback in the offense that Black Hill State runs, it's a scary offense. They have a nice receiver in Daniel Hancock, and all it takes is one big throw or one big play or one breakdown by us, and they were back in the game. And really the score at fourth quarter is kind of when it got out of hand. Otherwise, in that third quarter, we felt stress, I guess, throughout the whole game, and because of that offense and because of that quarterback and Daniel, and then there's another receiver, number 1, Briar DeSante, who's really special in space also.
Well, the Eagles will be on the road again. It's the 8th game for Chadron State, and it'll be their 6th road trip, something the Eagles are certainly accustomed to. They're going to be playing at New Mexico Highlands, a team who is receiving votes by the AFCA Top 25 poll, and if you counted all the way down, they would actually be the 27th ranked team in the nation. Of course, Colorado State University Pueblo moved into the number 1 spot this week. And so Highlands is at 27, and CSC has received, I think, 5 or 6 votes, so Chadron State is also receiving votes. So the RMAC is well represented in the AFCA Top 25. That poll just came out this morning. But Highlands is a tough task. The Cowboys are currently 6-1 on the season. Their only loss coming to Southern Utah, Division I AA school, and they're 5-0 in the RMAC with some pretty impressive wins. They defeated Colorado Mines 42-37, a game in which Colorado Mines' quarterback threw for over 600 yards, and somehow Highlands still came away with the win. And they followed that up with a 40-36 victory over a tough Mesa team, and then they defeated Western State and Adams State by 2 touchdowns. Coach, obviously Highlands is always one of those teams that is very loaded in the skill positions. I talked to defensive coordinator Jeff Larson this morning, and he said they are fast. Do you kind of think the same way?
Yeah, when you look at them on film, and we've been watching them yesterday and now this morning, and when the very first thing that puts out on the field is their speed and their athleticism, and it's going to be when we look at it, we're going down to their place, and we know it's a hostile environment there. I told the story to the guys yesterday, and with an experience that I had there back in 1999, and it's definitely a tough place to play. But our guys are excited about it, and we talk about our success ladder and what we're trying to achieve, and we're moving up to that next rung, and we know that when we go to New Mexico Highlands, we got to be disciplined and play Eagle football.
They're a team who likes to throw the ball. Quarterback Emmanuel Lewis, who actually missed the game in Chadron last year when Highlands was down to their 4th-string quarterback, which so happened to be a linebacker. The Eagles rolled in that victory. They received, I believe, 6 turnovers in the first quarter, and it was really kind of a blowout. But Emmanuel Lewis is healthy this year. He's thrown for 2,306 yards, 19 touchdowns, and has 5 receivers with at least 20 receptions. So they're definitely a team that can throw it around. But they're also strong defensively, allowing just 351 yards a game, spearheaded by RMAC Defensive Player of the Year, Jordan Campbell, a transfer from USC.
Yeah, when you look at their defense, I mean, that's what I've been probably the most familiar with, because that's what I watched most on film. And Jordan's a heck of a player. I mean, he's always around the football, and he creates some confusion with walking around and walking up on the line of scrimmage, and he's an explosive player that can make a play anywhere on the football field.
Well, it should be a good game. It's always as Coach said, it's always a rugged environment. The Eagles are going to be traveling; they're certainly accustomed to that. So it should be a good contest for the RMAC. In effect, a battle right now for second place in the conference. So a big game for the Eagles this weekend. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. and that'll be broadcast on Double Q Country. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.